Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the channel. I'm Tyler Fikes. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I just broke 600. That's awesome. Thank you guys. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 sometime soon. Anyways, today, right now, I'm driving over to the Duramax, and I got a decibel reader. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the decibel of the exhaust for my truck and for the Duramax, see which is louder, see what they idle at, test the sound, see how loud it is, and I think that would make for a cool video. So anyways, I will see you guys once I'm over at the Duramax, which is about a half-mile trip from my house. So I'm almost there, but I'll see you guys there. All right, we are to the Duramax in the garage. Finally, the bike is out of the way. We got a nice big open space to get the video taken. So anyways, here is the decibel meter. So we now have the decibel meter set up on the ground, and you can see it's picking up just right now me talking, and that gets to about mid 80s to low 80s. Silence is around 46 to 49, and that's just picking up the sound of stuff in the air, vibrating, whatever it is, and there's a fan over there going, birds chirping, dogs barking, random stuff. So you can see how this works, and we got this set right below the axle dump, so it comes straight down, looks right to it. You can kind of see this is where the exhaust has been spooling up the black stuff on the ground. So there's the tip. I went a straight line like this and then followed right down to where it would come out my truck. I don't know if I'll put it in the center of the two or more aimed at one, but I'll keep the distance about the same. And then, so we're gonna see what it idles at. I'm gonna go turn it on, see what it idles at, and then we're gonna give it some revs, see what it gets up to at different RPMs, and then we'll do the same for my truck, so let's get to that. So I decided we will have a spray can bottle hold up the decibel reader so you guys can see what it looks like nice and clear when the truck starts and when it revs. So let's go get it started. Okay, that's the stupid noisy compressor. And you can see the decibel reader's picking up about 78.6, stays pretty consistent unless I talk. So I'm gonna wait for the compressor to finish compressing air into the train horn tank, and then I will start the truck. That way we're getting just an exhaust note. All right, the compressor is finally stopped, and you can see what I'm roasting you guys on. So we're gonna put this back up where it was, and you can see the decibel meter nice. So now we're gonna go start the truck. And that other noise you guys hear going is the fuel pump. So you can see it idles at about 79. So I'm gonna let it warm up, and then we're gonna give it some revs. But first, I'm gonna set this to max. So now it'll hold the loudest thing it's heard. 95. That broke 100. So you can see it holds the loudest thing that it hears. So I'm gonna reset it, and then we're gonna go give some revs. I'm excited to see that on camera. I feel like that might have blown a lot of smoke, and you can see it got up to 96.5. That's the loudest exhaust got. I only took it to a little over 3,000 RPMs because it's a diesel. I don't want to go too high. It's not good for the engine, especially under no load, but definitely we got some good sound out of that. You can see 96.5 is where it's holding. So I'm excited to see what my truck does, and I'm pretty sure my truck's gonna break 100, no problem. Okay, for mine, we're gonna put it right under the tow hitch. It's actually under it. I'm just sitting to the side. So this way it's not directly under either one. It'll get sound from both, and this way it gives the Duramax a fighting chance to maybe beat the 1500 for loudness. All right, so I put a light on it so you guys can see it nice, and same thing, you can see we're gonna do a not max, not min, just regular. It's gonna read the idle, and then I'm gonna go turn it on max, and then we're gonna give it some revs. I'll go to 3,000 or like 3,500 is about where I went on the Duramax, so we'll do the same thing on mine, and see who's louder at that RPM. And then we'll take mine up to red line, or the base red line. I'll go to about 5,000. That's about equivalent red line area for what the Duramax did, since the Duramax can go to like 40-something hundred before it hits red line. My truck goes to 6,000. So we're gonna go start it up, see what it idles at. So mine's idling at about 86, and this is not a cold start. I had to drive over here. And I will throw up the numbers at the end to compare Duramax to 1500. So now we're gonna turn it on max. That was to about 3,500, and you can see that already beats the Duramax at 97.9. So now let's go take it a little bit higher. All right, we broke 100. I'm happy with that. I don't want to rev it any higher. I went to almost 5,000, and it's loud, and I have neighbors. Luckily, it's about 10:30 in the morning. Everybody's gone to work. I don't have school until 11:18 today is when it starts for me. I know, great normal times to start. You can see my truck doesn't roll cold, but it spits some water. Might be running a tiny bit rich because of the straight pipes, no mufflers. I eventually want to get a tuner for this thing, but that'll come in time. All right, guys, so we established my truck's definitely louder than the Duramax. No surprise there. Louder at the same RPM and louder closer to redline. And my truck still had a solid 1,200 RPMs to go before it hit the max rev. And I know it's not great for the engine to take it that far, and especially since of how loud it is, I didn't want to go that far. But I still think that was a great comparison. Very similar RPMs and very similar to the max of the engine. We didn't hit the max, but we went kind of towards the max and stopped about the same distance from the max. So definitely a good comparison of the 1500 to the 2500. And what we have done for exhaust on the 1500 is true dual, no muffler, catback. Over the summer, I do want to do long tube headers and EGR delete and catless. And then the Duramax has no downpipe, aftermarket downpipe yet, but we are gonna get a 3-inch downpipe from PPE soon. And then maybe we'll redo the test on the Duramax again, see how much louder it makes it. And from there, from the downpipe back, we have 4-inch piping all the way out to the back with the 7-inch axle dump. But we do have a muffler that you guys can see right there, which I really want to get rid of. And we also have a cat, the stock cat, that I really would like to get rid of. But California emissions do not let you do that. So maybe eventually, once we are out of the area where you have to smog, we'll get this done to this. And then that's the same plan with my truck. So anyways, I'll throw the numbers up on the screen here. So I just went and looked on Google Images to see a decibel scale, just to put up on the screen right here to show you guys right here. And you can see serious hearing damage starts at about 100 decibels. Hearing damage starts at 90 decibels. And it has the little 8 hours there for how long, I guess that's how long it lasts. So unfortunately it wasn't a great quality picture, but that was the best picture of description of the decibels I could find on Google Images. So that gives you guys a good perspective on how loud this is. And my train horn, which this thing maxes out at about 120. I think we both of our train horns have maxed it out at, I think it was 126 or something. So our train horns go to, I don't know if it was, I think it was around 150 is what was advertised when I got my train horn. So that's crazy loud, but I think that's like directly next to it. If you were 10 feet away, it gets quieter, 100 feet away, it gets even quieter. But it does say when you buy the train horns from Horn Blasters, do not use within 100 feet of people unless hearing protection is used. Now, with their Instagram videos, people getting scared all the time, that is definitely not how anybody uses these train horns, which I'm sure they know, but they just have to say it for legal reasons in case somebody does train horn somebody about 2 feet away and their eardrum does rupture and they try to sue horn blasters like, hey, we said not for that use. We don't know what use it's for, but it's not for that use. You gotta have hearing protection. So anyways, with the decibel scale, it is like the earthquake scale, so going from 1 decibel to the next is not the same as going, so say going from 40 to 50, it's not the same as going from 50 to 60. It's a 10-time bigger gain each time. So once you get to 90, whatever the Duramax was, which I just put up on the screen, to 100, it's a good amount louder. It's not just 4 decibels from any range louder. But I think that made for a cool video. You guys got to see that the 1500 is a louder truck when you run that exhaust system. Now, I'm sure if this was stock and this was stock, the Duramax would win, because gas trucks, they just muffle these so bad. And the older diesels, they did not have the muffling technology that they do today, which is a good thing. And they are a lot louder. So a stock comparison would definitely be different. Once we have the downpipe and the full straight pipe on the truck, I would like to see the difference between this and this. Then I still think that would be louder, especially since I had another 1200 RPMs to push the truck to get it louder. So I thought they made for a good video. Let me know what you guys think. It was definitely successful in the sense that no neighbors came over yelling at me to shut up and stop revving the trucks too loud. And I think the only reason that happened is because, like I said, it's about 10:30, now it's like 10:50 in the morning, and neighbors are at work right about now, and most kids are at school right about now, so neighborhood should be pretty empty. I did see a person drive by, but I don't think they didn't even look at me. They must have just been driving by, unrelated to the subject of me revving the crap out of these trucks and making a lot of noise. But I think that was definitely a cool comparison. See that the 1500 is louder than the Duramax on my specific case. This decibel reader was like, it was on Amazon. It wasn't too expensive. I don't remember the price. We got it a while ago. Under 100, over 20 bucks. That's the range I'm giving you guys, because I'm not actually 100% sure what it was. It was a while ago. Anyways, I'm about getting ready to head off to school. Like I said, I started at 11:18 today. Like I said, normal times. That's when most people start, in 11:18. It's a good number. Forget 11:20 or 11:10, 11:18. My school has really weird times like that. Like lunch ends at 1:04. Like, why not 1 or 1:05 or 1:10? Normal times. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If this is your first time stopping in, please make sure to subscribe. And if you did enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.